Welcome back here to
Welcome back to FitFunFact. My name is Andy, and this is Matt.
Wow, that was white. Alright, thanks again for tuning in, guys. This episode of Dorm Storm and FitFunFact. I think we're going to start off with a sport this time instead of some lifting things. So
we want to change it up a little bit and give you guys a little variety. So here's Matt with some football.
Alright, welcome to the fit portion of Dorm Storm. Today we are going to talk about football. So football, a very popular sport, and we're just going to go over some of the fundamentals. And today we're going to go over throwing. So when you're throwing, one thing that's very important is the grip. So let me show you how I do the grip. Everyone does the grip different. I put, as you can see, 2 fingers right on the lines here, and my middle finger is right off it, like that, as you can see. Some people prefer different. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks put all 4 fingers like this, almost on the part there. And I've seen a lot of quarterbacks where they just have their pinky on. So that's just something you need to adjust to. Like I said, I kind of have it in between there a little bit. Now, when it comes to throwing, what you want to do is you want to keep your elbow in. And when you make the throwing arc, you want to go straight. It's like right where you're ending, right where you end your throw. You want it pointing right where you're going to. So we have Andy over there, and he's going to hopefully catch this ball that I'm about to throw. But when you do eventually release it, you want to release it right about at that arc right there, so it has enough time to float and get to him, like this. Now, when you get to longer throws, you want to put a lot more arc on it. A lot of people make the mistake of just trying to throw it really hard, but you want to throw it, again, at that same motion, the nice motion, and let the arc do it. So you're going to release it earlier in your throw, and I'll show you right here with Andy. Get a throw in. Now, if you want more practice with accuracy, a really easy drill you can do pretty much anywhere around is practicing throwing on trees. So you can make it easier by finding bigger trunks or coming in closer, or you can make it a lot harder and find something skinnier, like say a pole, a light pole or something like that. But when, again, you throw it at the tree, it's the same thing. You're throwing at a non-stationary target, so it's like you're throwing to a stop route. And again, you just want to keep that grip tight, and you want to keep that entire line of the arm straight at the target. So again, when you get to actual football games, you're going to be throwing at moving targets for the most part. So it's very important to realize when you're throwing at moving targets, you're not throwing it at them. You're throwing it at the spot where the football is going to be. This is called leading your receiver. So when you do it, again, you just want to pick a spot, visualize a spot. You usually know everything that's going on with your receiver, how fast he is. So let's just show you Andy here as the receiver doing it. So again, you're leading the target. You're not actually throwing it at him. You're throwing him at the spot where the route's going to be. So it's very important to memorize the routes that your receivers are going and throwing it right at the spot that they'll be when the football travels there. Alright, thanks guys for watching the fit portion. I hope you learned a lot about throwing footballs, and just remember those fundamentals I taught you and some of the drills. And before you know it, alright, hope you enjoy this segment, and hope you can be a great quarterback just like me one day. Yep.
Just like him.
And I think we're going to transition over to our fun. Do you want to have a little say what the fun is this week?
Yeah, our fun video is an anime theory. I'll explain a little more when we get to the full video, so I hope you enjoy it. What's happening, YouTube? So for our fun portion today, one thing I wanted to get started doing is theory videos for different animes that I like. I mentioned before in our first video that I really enjoy anime in addition to comics and a lot of other things. And the anime I want to talk about today is a new one, and it's fairly popular, and I think it's pretty dang awesome because it combines both superheroes and anime, and it's OnePunchMan. Now, OnePunchMan kind of goes against a lot of animes because all the fights are really quick, and all the explanations are really simple, and there's not a whole lot of build-up. It's just kind of what you see, what you get. And one of the gags in the show is that Saitama says that, you know, he gives people his secret to training, and all of them think he's lying because his training's really pretty simple. It's like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and like a 6-kilometer run every day. In addition to that, he says, you know, don't use your air conditioning or your heating. And basically everybody's like, Saitama, that's BS. You can't be that strong and only do that. Like, that's not possible. But I've been watching through the show and I came up with some theories on this. Like, I think I have a pretty good idea of how this came to be, and you know, you guys let me know what you think in the comments and all that, and it could be completely wrong, I don't know, it's just some things I've noticed. So to start off, very first episode, we see Saitama fight Crablante, who's the goofiest looking villain ever. He's like half crab, half man, and he just looks silly. But one of the funny things Crablante says when Saitama first sees him is that he eats so much seafood that he became a crab monster. Now this is a theme that pops up a few different times throughout the OnePunchMan arcs. You see in the manga, if you read the manga, you see this guy who he's really good at punching, and he says that he punched a string so many times that he got strong. And then when you see in one of the episodes, you see Saitama fight the custom car monster. The custom car monster mentioned that he loved custom cars so much that he became a custom car monster. And then you even see it now, like some of the more powerful enemies, like Garo. He wants to be a monster, so what does he do? He fights heroes, he continues to fight heroes, and he becomes more of a monster. So one thing you notice is that the characters, when they want something to change, they become that thing. And Saitama always wanted to be a hero who could, quote, blow monsters away in one punch. That's what he said the first episode when he fought Crablante. Another funny thing is that he mentions this again when he's fighting against Carnage Kabuto. He mentions that after all his training, the reason that human beings are strong is because they have the ability to change. So Saitama's willpower is half of what fueled this great change. And you see other people who have the change, but they're just like, you know, base level monsters, and they're not super duper strong. So I think the other portion, in addition to his training and his will, is that he eats monsters. Now, you only really see this when you see him fight the seaweed monster. He needs seaweed, he defeats it, then he takes it, and he's got seaweed for a couple of days, and so they eat a bunch of it. And I don't know for sure, but I think there's another part where you see him eating one of the monsters. And so I got to thinking, maybe he gets more strong because, you know, part of his diet is he's eating, you know, the monster blood. And you see it a lot also, like his hometown is where all the monsters start springing up. That's where all the strong monsters come from. So something in that area is, you know, giving things power. So it's, you know, I think part of the metamorphosis comes from within, is like what they want to be and what they change. And then the other part of it is this, like, I'll just say a mystery chemical, like in the air or coming from the ground or even from space, like you don't know. And so because Saitama, you know, he starts beating monsters, he's obviously drenched in their blood a lot, and then he eats them sometimes, that I think he he really just gains their power from that. And then Saitama's kind of a simple guy, so of course he doesn't know that's happening. He just thinks it's, you know, him doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and so forth. So I think, to the best of Saitama's knowledge, he's telling the truth. That's how he got strong. But yeah, you see kind of his evolution, and that's kind of why his hair falls out too, is because his body changes, and he changes the way that he is, in addition to eating all this excess and having all this excess, like, monster blood, monster energy on him. So I think that's kind of where he gets his power. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It could just be simply that he was just chosen to be strong. You never really know. But that's one thing I think, and one thing I keep my eye out as the manga progresses and as the show progresses, that, you know, those little moments where Saitama's either, you know, eating a monster, or he's you know, just mentioning how humans have willpower to change, and he changes. So you know, again, if you guys have any ideas, thoughts, leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the section. I hope you got it thinking, and you guys should really check out OnePunchMan. It's a really good anime, and it's a really good manga. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that theory. Hopefully more will be coming at you. Next we've got our fact portion, which we're doing something a little different again for you guys, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, welcome to the fact portion of Dorm Storm. Today we're going to be doing something pretty special. Instead of just talking to you guys and telling you stuff about it, we're actually going to show you something.
Yeah, we want you guys to have the real facts. We want to get rid of any of the disbelief or anything like that, any of the hokum surrounding anything. So we're going to cite our sources today on the effects of alcohol.
All right.
We'd like to preface this video with a mild disclaimer that if you do drink, please drink responsibly. College is not all about drinking, and we are 21.
I don't have my ID on me, but I am 21. Yes.
We're gonna do this. Alright, let's get started. When was the last time you washed these shot glasses?
It's not my shot glass, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably sterilize it. Alright, well.
Wait. Ready?
Just
shot number one.
Down the hatch. Good one. Alright, let's keep this train rolling.
Number two. Ready?
Easier the second time.
Another disclaimer, it is Sunday night.
We do have class in the morning.
9:15.
Work hard, play hard. Alright, I think I can do 3 rapid fire.
Okay. Oh.
Be strong. Be strong.
I think before we start feeling the effects of it, we should disclaim. Maybe I'm already discuss one thing. We're going to show you the effects by showing you different situations, right?
Yep. Beforehand, we filmed a bunch of stuff that we do, just like meaningless tasks that anybody can do sober, and we're gonna see how it happens drunk.
Oh yeah.
Which hopefully is not a recipe for disaster.
I think you're ready for more.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, this is the first round of sober throws. Ooh, that was bad. Who's up for round 2? Alright, here we go. I'm making a smiley face, right?
No.
It's on the board.
Oh.
Close. So bad.
No, you're.
What? Alright.
Oh, that's.
Here we go. Alright, so one of the other things that people do often at parties, well, I don't want to say often because that gives everybody like a bad name, but sometimes, people pass out at a party and then you get Sharpie tattoos. So we're going to see sober versus drunk artistic talent. So, what should I draw? Batman. Batman. Speed Batman. Let's do this. What am I drawing? Batman. Batman again. Alright, speed drawing, here we go. Batman.
Rollerblading sober. Batman.
Alright, you gotta do it for the video. You gotta say hi.
That's so weird, dude.
Dude, just say hi.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, dude, that's the point of the video.
No, just go back to the room.
Knock again.
Hey, babe.